If you watched the video about suggestions for converting documents that have equations in them, one of the suggestions was converting your files to PDF format. And this is the video that shows you how to do that automatically so that you don't have to go file by file. So I wrote a script for a program called Automator. Automator is a piece of software that comes preloaded on your Mac, and as you might have guessed, it automates tasks. So on my desktop I have a folder called Math Class, and it's full of documents that I want converted to PDFs. Before I get started with the Automator script, I would make a new folder and call it whatever you want, but I'm going to call it PDF copies of Math Class. Now I double click my script to open up Automator, and when Automator opens you'll see that there's three basic steps to this. First, it's going to get selected Finder items, and that just means that the files that you want converted are the things that you're going to select. Then it's going to take those files and it's going to convert them to, I have it set to PDF. As you can see, you can set different options. And then the last thing that it's going to do is it's going to move those files into a selected folder. And that's why we created the folder called PDF copies. So I'm going to point the last step to that folder. Now if you don't do this last step, it's simply going to put the PDF copies in the same folder that your original documents were in. For me, it's just an organizational preference. To get started, you want to click the Add button in the first step, and it's going to bring up a Finder window asking you to select the files that you want converted. Now, this could take as many files as you have, but what I've noticed with our old copy of Word, once the workload gets too intense, it tends to freeze. So I would limit yourself to about 20 documents at a time. Now for this demonstration, I have about 15 files selected, and once those get loaded into your Automator window, you're ready to hit the Run button in the top right of that window. What you'll see when you hit Run is that Microsoft Word will open, and it's going to open several times because it's going to convert each individual file. You don't need to do anything but just sit there and wait. When the workflow is finished converting all your files, the icon for Automator will jump up on your dock, letting you know that it's done, and at that point you can open up your PDF copies folder and you'll see all the freshly made copies. As you can see, it took about 30 seconds to convert 15 files, so pretty quick. From there, it's just rinse and repeat. So first you want to remove the files that you're done converting. So I'm going to press Command A to select them all. I'm going to tap Remove in the Automator window, and then I'm going to tap Add and add a new batch of files that I need converted. Lastly, some tips when it comes to selecting documents that you need to add to be converted. If you select a file on top of your list and then you hold Shift and you choose another file, it'll automatically select everything in between those two files that you have selected. If you don't want to do a whole batch, but you want to individually pick and choose, you just want to hold the Command button on your keyboard while you're clicking. If you have any other questions, please let us know at tech@sch.org, and if you feel like you need some more training and support, sign up for a Teacher Talk, which is a 30-minute one-on-one training session with a tech lifeguard where we cover whatever you want to talk about.